All right, people, welcome back to the Kaiba Show this week. I'll be back. That's right. Your boy Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton is back with Terminator Dark Fate. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba
All right, so Terminator Dark Fate is starring Mackenzie Davis, Natalia Reyes, Linda Hamilton, and your boy, I'll be back, Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-800, and is directed by your boy Tim Miller. And basically, the premise of the movie, we pretty much already know the premise of the movie. If you're a fan of the Terminator franchise, it's kind of the same plot that we've been seeing for the past five movies, because one of the movies was set in the future, which is Terminator Salvation, and I'm not going to talk about that movie because it's so forgettable. Now, let's start talking about Terminator Dark Fate. To be honest with you people, this movie was entertaining. So let's start with the action. The action in this movie was well played. I enjoyed the action. Was some of the action sequences a little over the top? Yes, there were. I'm not going to go into depth about them because don't want to ruin anything for you. But if you saw the trailers, one of the scenes that was a little over the top was the airplane chase scene. But other than that, I thought there was some well-made, well-choreographed fight scenes, car chase scenes, and the gun scenes. I mean, that's what we look for when we watch a Terminator movie, right? So the storyline, even though we've seen this story a million times, they still try to put a little twist on it. And the storyline was decent for what they gave us. There's going to be a few aspects of the storyline that might turn people, to the left. Some stuff the people might be like, I don't know why they went in this direction. You might not like it, but if you like it, you're gonna dig the direction that they take this movie. Your girl Mackenzie Davis did an awesome job. Her character is half human, half cybernetic, which something that they did in Terminator Salvation, but they brought it back in this movie. But they did it even better, in my personal opinion. I think they did a better job with it than what they did with your boy Sam Worthington. So she was dope in this movie. I really liked her character. Natalia Reyes did a good job. Linda Hamilton, for the most part, I like most of her scenes that she was in. There was a couple of scenes where her lines were a little cheesy. And your boy Arnold, I mean, come on, you can't say nothing bad about Arnold. He was great as the T-800. We all loved and liked what he has done over the past years with this Terminator franchise. And I think his name is Diego Luna, the villain, the bad Terminator. I loved his Terminator in this movie. I felt like with this one, they brought the element of the fear back. Terminator 1, we feared Arnold as the bad guy. Terminator 2, the T-1000 put that fear in your heart. And I felt like with this one, this movie kind of grasped that element again. Something that's been missing for a long time with the Terminator franchise. I'm not going to say outright that this Terminator is on level of the T-1000, but with Terminator 3, Genesis, and like I said, Salvation, we're not going to talk about Salvation. I never really had that fear like how I did as a kid with the T-1000. I felt like with this one, they kind of brought that element back. And his Terminator, that was a dope concept. What they did, how he basically could become two Terminators. You got the exoskeleton, endoskeleton, however you say that, and then his liquid form separates, and he could become two Terminators, and now you got two Terminators to deal with. So I kind of dig that. Even though we kind of saw this before in Terminator 3, where she was half machine, half liquid metal. It was something that they kind of revamped it and brought it back to the table, but brought it back to the table in a different light. They dissected it a little bit different, and I kind of like what they did with it. Other than that, like I said, some of the action's a little over the top. There's certain aspects of the storyline that I know a lot of people aren't going to dig, but if you go in here with an open mind, at the end of the day, this is a good popcorn flick, and it was entertaining for me. Is it the best? No. Terminator 2 is still probably the best Terminator in the Terminator franchise. But I felt like this movie lived up a little bit to the hype, and I don't know. I don't know just yet if I'm gonna say that it's the best one since Terminator 2, because I didn't really have that much of a problem with Terminator 3. Terminator 3 has its flaws, but I dug this movie. So on a Kaiba scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm gonna give this movie. I think I'm gonna give this movie an 8. There's some flaws. Can't really go into details, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Action was pretty good. Storyline was decent. Something that we saw before. They try to put their little twist on it, but they could clean that up. What we need is a future Terminator movie, a legit one, not the Salvation that we got, but we just can't keep revisiting the same plot. Send a bad Terminator. Send a good Terminator or somebody like this character, Grace or Kyle Reese, to go save. We can't keep doing this. We need a legit good Terminator movie in the future that James Cameron painted that picture for us in Terminator 1, Terminator 2. Like we gotta keep going in a different direction with this franchise because the fans are gonna get tired if we keep doing the same old, same old. So like I said, on a Kaiba scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this movie an 8. It was pretty decent. I think it's worth checking out in the theater, and probably worth buying on Blu-ray. So if you like what you see, you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video, and leave a comment, hit that like button at the bottom.